And welcome back. Today I'm looking at an app called PresentPal. This will assist you when you're doing presentations because it can be quite nerve-wracking. But it helps you by organising the slides, adding additional information and even pop-ups when you're struggling. So it just keeps that flowing for you, that presentation. So I want to try and do this within 5 minutes, just to get you up and running. There's a lot more to it, but it will give you an idea. Now PresentPal you can get on phones, tablets. Now, PresentPal have made it a lot more easier to connect your tablet and phone to your PC and PowerPoint, also on your Mac. You used to have to download an app and made it a bit fiddly, but they've simplified it now. So whether you're on your PC or Mac, I want you to open up Microsoft PowerPoint for me. Select the Insert tab at the top, and I want you to come along and select Get Add-ins. If you don't see that highlighted, it's because you have to save the PowerPoint first. Bear that in mind. Left click on it, and I want you to type in the box for me %PAL. One word will be fine, and click the Enter key. Select it and select Add and Continue, and that will download. There it is, it's appeared. So it goes back to the Home tab, and now I can access my phone, tablet by selecting that option there. So if I tap on it, on the right here you need to add your email and access code, and it's job done. So once you've done that, we can now look at the actual PresentPal app. So I'm going to use a template here for a slide. So I'm just going to use Bright Business Presentations and select Create. I'm going to fill that all in and waste your time. You know how to do presentations anyway. But the good thing about this is once you've done a presentation on here, we can upload it onto your PresentPal app. And then you can add additional information of what you want to say in those slides and presentation. Now I know what you're thinking. If I come down here, you could just add it in notes here, couldn't you, and type it in. You could do that in speaker notes, but I find PresentPal, because it's separated, because it's an entity that's separated from the actual slides on an app, it's easy to control and organise and know what you're doing. So what I need to do is just click File and click Save As. And I want you to save that. I'm going to save that to my Documents folder. And once that's saved, I can close it. Now you've got a presentation you created. We need to upload it to your app. You can download PresentPal and use it for a month, I think, just to get a feel of it. So I'm going to turn PresentPal on now. And here we are. Now I'm going to move this window over onto my desktop so you can see both. I'm going to select PresentPal. Now we need to upload that information from those slides, don't we, up into your app so you can work with them. So select Notes. We select Download Notes. Now on my app, I'm going to tap on SpLDs, which is my laptop. I can start adding information regarding that slide. So I've got no bullet points. So I'm going to add a bullet point to that, and then I could add information regarding that slide. Let's type something in quickly. I'll just pop that in as an example. So I'm going to click Save. So I've got my first bullet point, which is regarding that first slide. If I want to, I could add another bullet point and another bullet point and keep adding them. Now what I'm also going to do, say you're struggling on slide 1 to get the information over, there's a little option here in the middle called pop-up. Now you can add information to help you if you're struggling with a pop-up information additional. You can add an image. So if I do camera roll, I'll just add me tape on me handlebars as an example and click Save. So now I've got a pop-up which you can't see yet, which I'll show you in a minute, but you could add additional information if you're struggling with that slide. Then I could go to slide 2, and again we've already got some there, but I could delete what I don't want by selecting the delete option. Or I could add a bullet again there, and if I click into the bullet, I can then add the information again. And remember, also if I click in the middle option, I can add a pop-up, so I could I'll just put mention more info, that would do, and click done and save. So now you've got all your information for your PowerPoint presentations on an easy to access app. So if I click save, and there's your presentation. So if I select slideshow, it's going to connect to my computer because it wants to play that slideshow back with the slides to connect. So I'll select my computer and connect. Sit at the top there on the screen. Start presentation, absolutely. So I'm going to select yes, and it brings up the presentation for me. Now what I'm going to do here for you, I'm going to minimize that down here. Now I should be able to control it using the app, and people see the presentation, but you've got all your bullet points, pop-up bubbles and information to organize it. So let's give it a go. So that's slide 2,
And then you've got your information. I can scroll through if I want by selecting next for each slide, or I can go back to slide 1. And if I click on the information, it comes up so I can read that and stay focused. And look at the bottom, it says pop up. So if I select pop up, it'll bring a pop up. Whatever information you added to that as well will be there for you. Double tap it, brings you back out. So that way you can do a presentation but have all the information in front of you if you start to struggle or get stuck. Quite easy to use but really effective. Have a little play around with that. Thanks for watching.